Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Goldfish.
Boys.
My name is Seth.
I'm Sam.
And I'm Elijah.
Today on this episode, we're discussing Viva la Revolucion! Guys, how are we feeling?
Dude, I'm feeling good. I'm a little close to Sam. I feel like we're a little tight on this episode.
Really?
Yeah, we're real tight.
Sam, since you're so close to me, do you have any comments about my appearance right now that you'd like to
You
make?
said you're feeling pretty good. I think you're looking pretty good right now.
Oh, Sam.
Sam is flirting on the pod.
Sam.
Don't tell HR.
Oh, don't tell HR. Dude, don't tell Eve, dude.
If you're listening to the pod but not viewing it, go ahead and open up Spotify or YouTube or whatever real quick and just take a nice gander at Elijah's neck.
I may or may not have lost a Dino Nugget eat-off to friend of the pod, Aiden.
Shout out.
He won't be friend of the pod for long because he beat me. And there was a little bit of a debate over the rules, but, you know,
It's not an eat-off if there isn't debate about the rules afterwards.
There's always debate about the rules.
How hard is it?
You
It's
know,
just who could eat the most.
I did lose fair and square because we did say if you throw up, you are disqualified. I did not throw up, but some of the crumbs fell out of my mouth. So there was an ejection of matter from my mouth into the cup. So therefore, I lost. Fair and
Crumbs?
square. Yeah, the outer crumbs of the Dino Nuggets because I coughed and then like some.
That's
came
so
out.
dumb.
I mean, you know, it's fair and square.
Barring that,
it was throw
do you
up.
still think you lose or no?
Oh no, it's tied. Wait, barring that, what
Barring the crumb.
Like, if
As
that
in,
didn't happen.
Like, let's say the crumb stayed in your mouth. Do you
I
win?
think it was really tight. Whenever I ejected the crumbs from my mouth, it was a tie. We both had 4 nuggets to go. We were both on the same nugget.
And you stopped like when the crumbs came out?
Yeah, I stopped because he said like DQ, and I was like, okay, sure. Because I'm not gonna argue with Aiden. You know what I mean? Because like, he could fight me so hard.
But
So
do you
anyway.
feel like y'all were just going to tie?
It would have been really close.
Was it a race?
I would have like turned it on, dude.
Was it a race?
It was a race because, but dude, there were we each ate 38 nuggets, so it was a race. But like by the end, it was a snail like pace. It was so slow.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
because like the Dino Nuggets, like you think you just like pop them and go. It is not like that at all. Like when we hit probably around like 25, we started slowing down a lot. Because it's way harder than you think. But anyway, for the viewers, my punishment, which I think is probably our most creative and like one
It's a
of
good
the more
punishment.
fun punishments, is that for a week I have to wear this choker on my neck. So imagine I'm gonna be wearing it at work. The only time I didn't wear it was church this morning, but the rest of the week I will be wearing it. And they FaceTime me to make sure I'm wearing it. So you know, if the viewers want to FaceTime me, feel free just to make sure.
I might
I'm
actually do
wearing
that
it.
this week.
Yeah,
just,
do it.
Just to see.
Yeah, we made a integrity committee of Aiden, Matthew, and Alexis, but so far
good.
only Aiden has called me once, so I think they trust me. But
Did
yeah, it's fun
you
stuff.
buy that choker or did you already have it?
It's like a
in my
question, Sam.
closet.
It's like Elijah Lou's like, fine, I'll put it on. He pulls it out of his back pocket.
No, Aiden bought them from Walmart, and there was like 5 of them, and they were only $5. So
Okay.
so it was fine.
But
But
yeah, wear one in solidarity.
but
Awareness.
Yeah, please do. But you know, congratulations to friend of the pod, Aiden. You know, fair and square. This might be our last one. I think we're gonna retire.
That's what Aiden was telling me this morning.
Yeah, that might. I think we're gonna hand it off to friend of the pod Levi
Wow.
versus maybe possibly friend of the pod Ben.
I see.
Yeah.
Like Levi versus Ben.
Levi versus Ben. Yeah, for like a battle more than just the food. If you know what I mean.
Season 2 of
yeah,
the
season
Eat-Off.
2. There you go.
My money's
So,
on Levi
Yeah.
every time.
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah.
It was fun
But,
stuff.
Speaking of battles.
Oh,
What a segue. What a segue.
Mr. Segway over here.
Yeah. We have Paul Thomas Anderson's one battle after another. We're going to cram our thoughts of this movie into an hour. Mm-hmm. What were y'all's expectations going in?
I was super excited for this movie because I'd seen a little bit of a trailer. This was my first Paul Thomas
Look, you try not to
Anderson
chew
film.
into the mic. Go ahead, chew, yeah.
I'm so insecure after that comment that some old geezer made, dude.
Watch out.
I do not know anything about this PTA fella. I've never seen a Paul Thomas Anderson film, but I was excited.
That's my fault on that one, guys.
Because I know that he's a great director. I was very excited because I heard it was long. It is a good director, and I saw a bit of the trailer. Very excited. Oh, also, it had Tiana Brown?
Tiana Taylor.
Taylor, dude. She was in a movie that I watched called... I forgot. But it was one that came out 2 years ago, and it was about a black family and their struggle. I
The movie
forgot
called Black Family and Their Struggle.
It was not called that, but I'll look up the name. Sam, what were your expectations?
Going in, so like I saw the trailer, I'd say a month ago, and it looked pretty good from the looks of it. I knew it was gonna be like some type of crime film revolved around family, just from the trailer. And then I didn't see it for like a whole another month until we mentioned we were gonna watch it. and at work I looked up the reviews, and I saw 4.5. Right, so I went into it like with high expectations, right? Yeah. And then I get to the movie theater, and Steph is just gassing this movie up already, like before I had even saw it. And I was like, "Oh, did you see the reviews?" And he was like, "No, it's Paul Thomas Anderson."
Yeah, that sounds like me.
And I'm like, "Oh,
reviews." I'm like, "It's PTA. Who cares what the reviews are saying?"
So that was like my good impression going in, and I would say it didn't disappoint. Like, yeah,
good to hear. For me, obviously, me and Richard have been talking about this movie for I've been anticipating this film for a long time. Like, it was on our list.
Oh yeah,
actually,
at the
for
beginning
most
of the year,
anticipated.
right?
Yeah, I've been waiting on this for a long time.
I remember you were hyped,
Leo and PTA in an action, like, oh my good lands,
making your nipples hard. Am I right?
Yeah. I tempered my expectations because there has been a trend of like a big director coming out with movie of the year, masterpiece. I mean, we saw that with the Anora kind of phase last year with Sean Baker. That was a huge craze.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, is this like just another one of these where we're just gonna like glaze an established director because we can? So I was like, I was tempering my expectations, not thinking that the movie was gonna be bad, but like it'll be like just under a masterpiece. Like that's my tempered expectation for a PTA film, because as I've told you guys, like his filmography is like squeaky clean.
Yeah,
it's like all bangers, all up and down, not a single miss in his filmography.
I didn't know that.
Oh,
I'm sure you've mentioned it to me. I just didn't remember. So I knew that he was a great director. Yeah. I didn't know that it was like squeaky clean. You mean that like how many films does he have around?
Nine-ish,
and they're just all great.
Have you seen all of them?
Yeah, I've seen every Paul Thomas Anderson film.
Really? Okay.
He's one of the few directors that I've 100%ed. He is notorious for like people will try to like rank his movies, and the top 7 are like interchangeable, or it's just like it's stupid. There's like a couple where like some people are more middling on, but he has, I would say, he has a quantity of masterpieces.
Gotcha.
Like he's the GOAT.
Would this go in your top 7, like interchangeable?
Yeah.
Okay.
He would go into my interchangeable top 7 because even with those expectations, given it being a PTA film, I walked out of the theater feeling stupid because I was like, of course, I feel like I just watched one of the biggest movies of the decade. It was Paul Thomas Anderson. So expectations wise, really high. Now moving into it, how did y'all feel overall? Just dig in.
Sam, all you, buddy.
General thoughts.
Oh, also sorry, but before Sam goes, the movie that I saw Tiana Taylor in was called 1001. It was from 2023. I remember I saw this in theater, and it was like, I didn't love it, but it was slow, and I could tell the quality was good, and that she was a good actor. Continue, Sam.
Oh yeah. Thanks, Elijah.
Elijah's chewing away now.
Yeah.
So like, what was it? Was the question general thoughts or?
Yeah.
This movie, enjoyed it on all fronts. I wouldn't say it's like my top film or even top of the year. Just saying, right? But it was still a really fun film. I enjoyed a lot of the cast. I'll pass it on to Elijah.
So
I would go, but I'm also chewing. So we're both stuck here eating.
This movie for me, I have not enjoyed a screening like this in a very long time.
That's insane.
The closest has been for me is Monsters, which actually wasn't that long. No, sorry, Weapons, which was like actually not that long ago. But this is like a much better film than Weapons in like a technical way. They were both like fun. I'm comparing the viewing experiences, and they were both a lot of fun. This movie is my number 1 film of the year so far. I loved everything about it. I love the genre. I love the performances, and I love the like direction choices in it. I am very thrilled like to see. I mean, Seth let me know afterwards that this is not like a normal PTA film, so that kind of like makes me less excited because I thought there was just gonna be a bunch of bangers of these that I could like go home and crank out.
This is his only movie of his that is like this. There are like characteristics of him in it, like where you watch other movies, like, oh yeah, that feels like reminiscent, but like I was telling you before, genre and tone and pace wise could like huge swerve.
It's very interesting because it's funny that it's my first watch of PTA.
Again, my bad.
I just like I watched this with my girlfriend Eve, and we were having so much fun. This is such a fun movie. I remember at first she was like hard rolling her eyes at like the political stuff, and then like it got into it, and she's like, dude, this is a cool movie. And it's hard to get. Eve doesn't like a lot of the like action thriller that type of movie, but she really enjoyed this. So I was very very pleased.
That's good to hear, because I know
Seth?
that she doesn't like overt politicism and doesn't like that stuff too. So
She
that's
doesn't.
cool.
Yeah. How about you though, Seth?
Yeah, this is the movie of the year. Favoritism wise, I think I have to give the ever so slightest edge to Sinners, because then you just start hearing like the blues singing, and I'm like, all right, like I like it more.
Yeah.
But sorry about that. But yeah, I'll hear the blues singing, and I'll just be like, yeah, this is absolutely my favorite. I connect with the soundtrack, and it feels like a more unique film. But then again, like this one, I can't really think of many films like this one. It's like it genuinely is 5 films in one. Like it's a family drama about a father reconnecting with his daughter. It's a political satire. It's a dumb comedy. It's an action film.
Yeah.
It's just so many of these.
Crime.
Yeah.
Weird, like not exactly cult stuff, but like the whole like Santa thing is.
Yeah, it's a cult movie.
Secret club.
Because it's a conspiracy thriller. A political conspiracy thriller. It's so like the underground. It's an underground society movie with like the passwords and all that stuff.
Power dynamic movie.
Yeah. And it's a movie about like generations, but it's also a movie about the now. It's wow, it's such a good movie. Yeah, definitely. I think technically speaking, the best film to come out this year, and it will be hard to top.
it, yeah.
It looks like I think this movie is like primed to like really just sweep at the Oscars.
Oh yeah.
Like up and down. It looks like the Oppenheimer of this year. Like
Does it?
not exactly the same level as Oppenheimer, but I think people and critics are treating it that way in terms of like release timing, prestige, scale. Like all of it is reminiscent of like a fraction of the Oppenheimer wave. But yeah, I'm excited to dig into like what the movie's about, and also just the top level stuff of like the really funny things.
Yeah.
It's a lot to get into with this one.
I'm glad that you said that, because about the Oppenheimer thing, because I had a viewing experience like Oppenheimer. Like I thought, dude, this is like an incredible film, but I have not heard like very much about it in the general like film discourse, or like obviously it's not a blockbuster, is it? No, right?
It is actually.
It is, okay.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't feel like it.
Richard told me the budget was 120 million.
Actually, I did see that, because somebody was saying like good on the production company for letting PTSA do like something like this and giving him so much money. But it doesn't feel like a blockbuster to me, because like nobody I've talked to has seen this film.
It will not make it back. It's definitely going to lose money.
So like, I'm glad that you said that it's gonna have that, because to me it felt like an Oppenheimer type viewing experience, and so
I think people are talking about it like it's a cinematic landmark like Oppenheimer.
It just makes me like, when I think about the movie, I get like happy. I get like, dude, I cannot like wait to watch that again.
You're gonna see it again.
Yeah, at some point. Yeah, it's so exciting.
What's your favorite thing about this movie? Sam, what about you?
I don't know.
What do you love most about it?
Wait, hold
I
on.
didn't have that same Oppenheimer feel like you guys like at all.
Really? What'd you think?
Like Oppenheimer was like a awakening experience for me. No, not really. But like I was like in my chair. I was like, wow.
I don't think it's like the same level as Oppenheimer. I just think that people are talking about it like it's an Oppenheimer of the year. Like in the way that Oppenheimer in the film discourse was clearly the best year of that year. I think most people in the film discourse would say that this is the best film of the year.
Before Sam started talking, I locked eyes with him, and he was just staring at my neck.
I was like,
What a choice, Elijah. What a choice.
for like a solid 10 seconds, I was just looking there.
I just see his eyes at my neck. What was the question you asked? Sorry.
I was asking you, like, what's y'all's favorite thing about this before we moved on from the like, it's not as good as Oppenheimer, but it like of this smaller movie year, it feels like somewhere along those lines.
I honestly feel like it's a combination of a few things, but mainly it's the writing. Specifically, I love the like secret password type conspiracy, secret network
The
of
codes,
people. Yeah,
I was thinking we gotta have those.
yeah. Isn't that so cool?
Yeah.
And then I've always loved like political stuff, and I have a big thing about like, I don't like movies that are too politically on the nose, but I like subtle political messaging, and this was a little bit like on the side of like, it was not overt, it was not like subtle at all. It was very like directly political, but because it was done in a tasteful way, I didn't have an issue with it being super political.
Because I think the the way that the messaging was handled was like it wasn't like, guys, we need to be nicer. It was like these people like it was really trying to go for the most characterized and like cartoonish portrayal of like these people in government, and it was really cool to watch. I think
I also like how it started political, and then like the message of the movie was not political in terms of like the resolution was not like, okay, so now we have to do this.
Yeah.
It started there and it didn't end there.
it's a political film, but I think the heart of it isn't in the politics. I think it's in the family stuff.
Exactly. Yeah, it was super cool.
What was your favorite thing about it, Sam?
Mainly like
What
how
you like the most?
what I like the most.
Yeah.
My favorite part, or like I guess what I like the most, is like how we moved from scene to scene, shot to shot. I like how it wasn't like an abrupt cut. Like I didn't have any point where I felt like out of place. Like, how'd we get here? Right? Everything felt like it was flowing in the right way.
The pace was insane because the movie spans a lot of time, but it also feels like one big scene in a weird way.
It really does.
Like
even the time jump, that seemed like pretty seamless almost.
like it cuts to her when she gets older, but I'm like, it just feels like I'm watching one long thing. It kind of reminded me of Babylon in that way, or like, which is so ironic because Babylon is just inspired by PTA. But yeah, it's just like it feels like one long big scene because we were getting to the end. I checked my watch. I'm like, oh, the movie's about to end. I'm like, I low-key could have taken another 3 hours of this.
Absolutely.
Like I didn't feel like unresolved because it was clearly resolving as they meet. Yeah, spoilers, but I was like, I could use another like 3 hours of this movie because it definitely it's a huge movie, but also feels really small and intimate. Like it's just like it's really just a dance between a few characters.
Yeah.
So on that note, I think my favorite thing is kind of what I talked about earlier about how it's a mosaic of a lot of different ideas.
Sure.
So the movie I think will age really well because of that. Like it's not tied down to its politics. It's not tied down to its like themes. It's like it's really light and rapid and fun watch, but it's also like a heavy and meaningful one.
Sure.
I think the lock job and military stuff will age very well.
Very well.
The French 75 stuff will age very well, but then also the stuff with like paternity and heritage and generations, like that's going to be timeless too. So I think that's definitely like my favorite part of this film.
Like to echo off of what you're saying, it felt like one long thing, but also there's a ton of plot stories, like plot lines.
Yeah, like subplots. I love those, especially with the immigration and the Spanish sensei, right?
Yeah.
Like I loved how while they were trying to like get him out of the whole situation, you had that whole subplot of him just getting everybody out, getting everybody safe, and in the meantime he's still helping this guy find his daughter.
I saw someone on TikTok say that that's a crazy way to open the sentence, but they were like there are a lot of characters in this movie where it feels like they deserve to have their own movie.
Totally.
Like in this ensemble, it's really brilliant. Yeah. Because obviously the movie hinges on the father figure. How do I take the father
Shout
figure?
out John Bellion.
Yeah. The Leonardo DiCaprio character, and at the same time, like I feel like Sensei could carry his own movie.
Yeah, Sensei or the like tech guy who like does all the codes, have the devices. He would be a fun watch.
Yeah, I feel like Chase Infinity, this daughter, like she could have easily been the lead of this. I thought she was phenomenal. Lockjaw could toning it down a little bit. Lockjaw could have been the lead of this.
Oh yeah,
it would have been a much weirder movie.
Yeah,
but like there's a lot of introspective action in there as well.
Yeah, totally.
So it's like, this is it's an ensemble film where it feels like every character down to the last one, there's just a ton of humanity and history in it.
Yeah.
And that's like just really, really cool to see.
It's so good.
Speaking of the characters, who like really took this movie to the top to you guys? Like who was the character that made this like a great film for you guys?
Bro, whenever I think of this movie, Sensei is my favorite character over everybody. I thought his character, like the way that he played that was like so freaking cool. I just loved it.
I thought it was cool to watch someone who was in a position of complete panic, but operating in the coolest moments. Like,
so smooth.
I thought it was funny how there's literally a raid happening, and he's like, "Get off the car! Like, get off the mat!"
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like that's crazy.
It was so funny whenever he went around introducing people to Leo.
Oh, yeah. So this is my cousin. This is my brother.
And I like how you don't really know much about like as that scene is happening. I'm trying to connect. Like I'm like, is he French 75? Is he?
You really don't know anything.
Yeah, and you learn that he's not French 75, and he's just a what do they call it? Like a wolf or what are those people called where they help?
Yeah. There's just
the people that help legal immigrants.
Yeah, legal immigrants. Yeah, he's just a good guy. Yeah,
there's
he's
a word
one
for
of those
it. I
guys.
can't remember.
So that's why like that's how you can infer why he's helping Leo, because Leo eventually at some point in the relationship finds out.
Yeah.
But it's cool how it's managed because you could feel the history of their relationship, but you're like, none of it is explained. You're just kind of figuring it out in this like wordless exposition.
Yeah.
That's some of my favorite things, is like you're navigating his house and you're discovering it for the first time, but you could still feel like that Sensei has been doing this for a long time. You just feel that like he's in his bag, he's operating, he's moving, he's directing everyone, and seeing all the families lined up, like it was cool to see.
I love the power that he exhibits in his community. Like, he knows everybody and he knows what he needs to do to get these people safe.
It's not his first go around.
Yeah.
No,
like this is just what he does.
And there's a larger message about like the politics of even that, but he single-handedly like carried like the second act of the movie. Like, without Sensei, I don't know what they would do, where they would have gone, but he made the second act like low-key one of the most enjoyable parts of the movie for me.
That them two navigating that, like, what is it? The house, just the building.
Yeah, the complex. Whatever.
Really, the complex. Just really sick filmmaking. I love how the camera just whipping through the hallways and it's just seamless. Like, I wasn't feeling it while watching it, but looking back, I'm like, they were literally just like going through, and it was seamless. It just felt really human. Like, the filmmaking is very invisible in this movie, which I really appreciate.
Yeah. What else has he been in?
Del Toro.
What's his name?
Recently he just did. He led the Phoenician Scheme.
Okay, yes,
Wes Anderson, which is a completely
I
different
did see
movie.
that, yeah, which like I definitely did not connect as strong to it like as this. I just thought, dude, this guy is such a good actor. This guy should be in everything.
It's funny that he led Phoenician Scheme, but this is definitely his bag as like fifth on the roster, but like everyone's favorite character.
Yeah. Because remind me, in Phoenician Scheme, like, wasn't he was the rich dude, or I don't even remember.
He's just the lead. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay.
He's the guy that collecting from the debts.
Okay, got it. Yeah. Okay, got it. Yeah. I really like that movie.
Yeah. Random Wes Anderson strip. But it's funny, like that movie is so different from this, and Del Toro is just, again, like a incredible character actor. I think you would love. I kind of want to recommend more movies where he's in it, because he has a lot of roles like this.
Okay. Moving along. Sorry, to the other characters, since you asked. What did we think of Leo in this?
Leo, he played a good role, but he was not the strongest in this by far. I feel like. What do you think?
I thought this was one of the better roles that I've seen him play. I think even though like he's not strong in the way that you think Leo would be strong, I think it's like completely intentional. I think it's very impressive the way that he played it. It's a Leo that we have never seen before, or at least that I've not seen before. I had seen pictures and videos of him, I assume, getting ready for this role, but it could just be like him in real life. I don't even know, but he was like gaining weight, looking like his forehead was bigger, and his his hair was long. The way that he played this role of like a caring dad who's like has a crazy past and stuff, I thought it was epic.
I think this role for him is impressive, not in the same way of his other roles, because I think when I think of Leo in his prime roles, I think of like the aura and the presence that he has, like Catch Me If You Can early on, Titanic. Like, he has, like, the movie centers around him in a different way. Wolf of Wall Street, like, he's a powerful figure. Like Django Unchained, like, he's a powerful figure. Like, there's an aura around him. Like, the star power of Leo is important. Like, he plays in The Great Gatsby. He's so there is like a star power to his presence on screen, whether or not you realize that he's Leonardo DiCaprio. Sure. In this movie, that should work against this role, because he's supposed to be a pathetic, drugged up dad. Yeah. And I think it would be hard to imagine Leo not looking cool in a movie. And we saw hints of that in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which I know y'all haven't seen, but he showed hints of like the crash out and like the insecurity. Okay. Yeah. But in this movie, it's like, like fully, like he's entering a new arc where like he looks like a normal human in this. Like he is a star and one of the last like actor stars, but he seems like he actually believe that he's pathetic in this movie. Like I actually believe that he's a loser. Yeah. Which I think is cool. Like he doesn't have the same aura as everyone else, but like the fact that he pulls that off, I think is cool, because I'm used to him being like, like that's Leo now. Exactly. That's the arc that Timothée Chalamet's on right now, like in his prime. Yeah. Leo now is like entering this like Jack Nicholson curve where it's like, oh no, I look ugly and I like the sex appeal is like completely gone. Like, you know what I mean? Like Ori was like, oh my God, Leo's so hot. He's like, it's gone. He's a fragile, decaying old dude that can barely think. Yeah. And I think that's cool that that's a role that he has in his background.
This reminds me of like in like a weird way, like Chris Hemsworth in Thor, where he's like drunk fat Thor, except like this is in real, like a much more genuine and like skilled way of playing this role. It's so good.
From like Wolf to this, like that's a cool career trajectory.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But you didn't necessarily feel that, like, were you wanting something different from Leo, or was it the character that you didn't like?
I guess it's probably more how I established him in roles already, right?
Yeah.
It's not like what I'm used to, right? And my brain just naturally puts a face and two together.
He should be the cool agent. Like, that's who he is in Inception. Like he's the cool agent that navigates and knows. Like that's usually I feel like how we imagine Leo.
Yeah,
this is like he's a fumbling idiot in this movie.
I did
He sucks.
like some of the genuine parts about it because like when he's on the phone, he's like, "Dude, it's been 20 years. In those 20 years, I've messed up my brain."
Yeah, dude, that was so funny. When he didn't know the password.
Yeah.
He's like, dude, my brain is fried. Like, he's like, I am not gonna remember this.
Abusing drugs and alcohol for 20 years.
Yeah.
Dude, okay, we should make a Goldfish Boys like version of this whole, like, they have all these lines.
Yeah.
That way, like, we know who's a real Goldfish Boy
Whoa.
listener. So, for example, like, if someone comes up to us, dude, I love the pod. Oh yeah, well then,
What time is it?
when the clock strikes 12 at the town hall, and then they have to finish like this. Isn't that good? Like, to
I like
see
that a
who
lot.
actually knows.
Yeah,
Goldfish
I
Boys.
think this would be like, okay, who's number 11?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, who is
exactly.
it?
Like, okay, you like the Goldfish Boys? Which side of the chalkboard does Sam sit on?
Whoa.
Nobody knows that.
That's the one where I'm gonna be like, it's been 20 years, man. I don't know, but it's not 20 years. It's been 20 minutes, man. I don't know.
It's just gonna be Elijah. Just
It's just like me gaslighting. That's so funny.
Which Goldfish Boy has donned a choker on an episode?
Are you sure he's on that side?
Quiz.
It's good stuff. Sean Penn, I think, locked up the Oscar. It's over. Goodbye.
4
Easily.
Best
Best
supporting.
supporting.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I thought this is very strange. Okay, tell me more about like Sean Penn's career.
He is known for being a great actor.
Okay, what type of roles does he normally play?
Not like this.
Okay, what
He's
is
not. This is a very comedic role.
Okay,
He's not known for that.
okay.
Yeah.
Is he just like super hard?
More hardcore, more definitely more serious stuff.
Okay.
And this is like serious, but it's like in a funny way.
Drama, action,
Drama, all drama. Yeah.
Okay,
Drama galore.
okay, interesting. What are some of the very very popular movies that he's been in?
Mystic River.
Okay.
I think. Yeah. Milk.
Okay,
Ironically, I know that these are like his big movies. I also haven't seen them, but they're dramas, and he's a like I'm pretty sure he's an Oscar-nominated actor. He's very well known, and if he's not Oscar-nominated, then he's just very respected.
I know the name Sean Penn like a lot. I feel like I've heard of him being famous.
Yeah.
but I've never like seen him in a movie, and I couldn't even tell you like what he's in.
Yeah.
'Cause, but I know he's famous.
Yeah.
I thought that he was like, I didn't know if he was in on it, but clearly he was by the way that you're talking. I thought he might like
You were concerned that it was like such a bad performance.
like Nicolas Cage, like where like some of the roles that he plays, like you don't know if he
That is not Penn.
understands like what he's doing.
That's not Penn.
You thought he was like
This
trying
is
to
all
be
like this is all calculated. All like yeah.
Okay, because I thought his character was like awesome.
The second
So
that he
cool.
was forced to get his penis up,
Yeah.
I was like, okay, we're in.
That was some crazy stuff to
Yeah.
open the movie.
Yeah.
Also, the way he walked was
with a
cracking
stick
me
up his
So
ass.
many,
yeah.
so many TikToks I've seen about just mocking that iconic
Yeah.
walk. Yeah.
It was so funny.
What would you do if someone said that you weren't participating, or yeah, if you weren't helping with the what is it? What did they say? The racial cleansing of this country.
yeah.
I would believe that they're a liar that they should be put to death.
He's so dumb, dude.
Yeah, I love it.
It's so crazy.
Sean Penn locked it up. His performance was incredible. He adds
Yeah.
such a. He's the most characterized, most cartoonish.
Yeah.
Really cool, like unabashed villain role. Like I don't think I see that often in these like. And I mean, this movie's not a drama, but like it kind of is. And like
Yeah.
this movie has like a legit villain. Like they talk about him, like he's like yeah, I didn't know that he'd come back for us. Like it's Lockjaw. Like that's the way they treated Lockjaw.
Yeah, like they mentioned him. They're like Steve Lockjaw.
Yeah.
Like
Steve, like he's back. He's back. And it's
Yeah.
like they're talking about him like he's Thanos.
Yeah.
It's just like really funny to me.
Also, Lockjaw is the perfect name for him. Like
Yeah.
whoever came up with that is like a genius.
it sounds like stiff too.
Oh
like
yeah,
just
it sounds hard. So we talked about Lockjaw. We talked about Leo. of course, the
Sensei.
right? Who else are we?
I
thinking?
want to shout out Chase Infinity, who played the daughter. I thought she was incredible.
She did a great job.
yeah.
Yeah.
She was awesome. And also, Sam wasn't big on Tiana Taylor, the mother.
At all.
Really,
I
you
thought
weren't on
she
it?
was amazing in her
I thought she was
role.
incredible.
I didn't like her character. I think she played her role fine.
Okay.
I would disagree. She has what, like the first 15 minutes, and like I was watching, I was like, I actually believe that she's like dominating the screen over Leo right now, which I think is insane. Like,
Yeah.
like she held the camera. Like I thought that just her presence was like that of an actress that had a more storied career than she has had.
Absolutely. I thought she was just incredible in every way. I understand why didn't you like her character?
Like, I know she's like a revolutionary, right? She was a very like bullheaded, right?
Sure.
And I don't know, maybe it's like I don't like characters like that. I like more crafty, like characters who play smart. But like she made some bad decisions, and which I didn't like, considering all the stakes she has behind her. That's just what went through my head.
Yeah,
So like
makes sense.
I prefer the daughter. Like I like how crafty she was.
Yeah,
and everything.
absolutely.
So
Yeah. I thought she played like the tough character, like you're saying. I thought she played that so well, and she actually played a similar character in the movie that I was talking about, and that's where I know her from. She disappeared for like a good chunk of the movie, right? Because
She's gone. She's completely gone.
Yeah.
We only see her at the beginning, and then we do see her revisited for like this in his house, right? And we see her like go undercover, or was that also at the very beginning?
I just remembered like after she makes the deal with Penn, she's gone from
gone.
the movie.
yeah, then we hear a voiceover, but that's about it.
Okay, gotcha.
I think you're supposed to feel her absence
Yeah.
to put yourself in the baby's shoes.
Absolutely, yeah.
But man, that small performance, like I really believed in it. And also Chase Infinity was incredible. Like,
Yeah.
I think she stole that last third of the movie for me.
Last third was great.
Yeah, I love that line where it's clearly her dad in front of her, and she's still so freaked out.
So good.
She's like, "Who are you? Who are you?" And for a second, I'm like, is she about to shoot her
Yeah,
dad?
yeah,
Because I'm
yeah.
like, she's clearly so like traumatized and so like just like out of like she's literally
Yeah.
being dragged to her
That part
death.
was so awesome.
Just a really sick moment. I was like, is this happening right now? Like, because she's having this like
Breakdown.
yeah,
Yeah.
weird thing going on in her mind, where she just like doesn't comprehend what's happening.
Yeah.
Like she's so locked in, like with how
With the
she
code.
survived that and everything. Yeah. Really cool stuff. And also liked that other agent who was taking care of her in the middle of the movie.
Yeah, the
Forgot her name.
Oh,
I'm blanking on
Yeah,
her name.
the girl who brought her to the
From the high school.
the nun.
Yeah.
to the I don't know what you would call it.
She was really cool too.
I wasn't as big on her, but I think it just paled in comparison to like Tiana Taylor and like
Yeah.
the girl. What'd you say her name was?
Chase Infinity.
Yeah.
But I just like
Okay.
her as like she's clearly like auntie's coming to
Sure.
save you character. Where like
Yeah.
she doesn't have the presence that the mother does, but she's like the more stable, calm-headed. Like I'm
Yeah.
gonna take care of you. Like don't bring a phone. Don't lie about. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
You know who
really cool stuff.
I was really big on, even though he had such a like small part and like short and barely any
The tech
dialogue.
guy?
No, not
Oh.
the tech guy.
The guy at the end.
The Indian. I don't know what he was. The sergeant, lieutenant. I don't know what he was that saved.
Well, sergeant.
Yeah.
Or lieutenant. I thought he was just a dude who. Wait, you're talking about the
An
guy?
Indian?
Yeah, Hitman.
Yeah, yeah. The guy in the white car, right?
That
Yeah.
guy was not Indian, bro.
I don't know.
He was Mexican, right?
I don't think it was Indian.
What?
He was white. The guy. Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about the guy from the
Society.
society. Sorry,
No.
you're thinking. Oh, the
Oh,
Native
yeah.
American dude.
Yeah.
Wait, you thought he was a sergeant?
I don't know what he was.
No, I thought he was just a random dude.
Yeah, I thought it was just a dude.
Well,
He was
well,
definitely not a sergeant.
he was a third party.
Well,
Yeah,
he was
yeah,
a
third party.
He was a hitman,
Yeah, yeah.
but he had some military connection. It seemed like.
Oh, okay. I didn't pick up on that. I thought he was a hitman, like a guy who does bad work.
I don't think he was
but
in the
just had to
military
change
because he was a
part.
hired gun. Sean Penn was paying him, so it wasn't like I don't think
like
they were
a government
friends.
contract.
But he has a reputation along with the like society, right? And then also there's some other like military aspect to it. I feel like
I guess
that
so.
they're connected
Yeah.
to.
They're definitely connected in some way.
But yeah, he was awesome. I love the look he gets when he's like sitting in the white car
And he's like, I don't like
He's just
this.
looking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that moment, like that
Holy
moment,
crap,
that
that was
moment
so
shouldn't
good.
work. That moment should
No.
feel cheap.
Yeah.
but you could already feel his morality squirming the second that he
so
sees
good.
the woman.
Yeah.
and before that even moment happens, I'm like he clearly doesn't like what's
Yeah.
happening. Like when Sean Penn throws her in the car, so
Yeah.
it actually felt earned when he
did.
did sacrifice himself to save her.
Yeah.
because that moment should suck.
Yeah.
like that should be like okay, they're just clearly just copping out.
Yeah, because it makes no sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, you could feel it though, and it's
could
it's
totally
another
feel it.
really cool human moment.
Yeah.
Which another again, like he's like a character that has 20 seconds of screen time. It's like a whole human.
Yeah.
In there that like you could just feel some depth. So he has a big moment in the movie too. Yeah, that's a good.
This cast is not that big. You have like a lot of you have a bunch of like side characters, like very small characters. You either have like they're in there for a bit or they're a main character. It's not that big because outside of these people that we're talking about, there's not very many people.
Let's talk about like the different strands. Like,
Yeah.
do you want to go down the political route, the family route?
Yeah,
Which one do we want to go?
I'd say let's start with the family stuff. What are your thoughts on that, Seth?
I 3/4 into the movie, I'm like, this has been a blast. But my main concern was like, I don't know what to take away from it.
Sure.
I was like, one battle after another. Like, I get it. Like, it's about the French 75 and their battle. Like, it's like the cyclical nature of like tyranny is like what we're watching so far.
Yeah.
But I didn't feel satisfied with that. But then the mom, the narration of the mom's letter and just stuff that Leo was saying, and the movie's then like clearly about like also one battle after another in reference to like paving the way for each generation, and then like
Sure.
like yeah, like her mom was a rat, her dad became a failure, but now like Chase Infinity's character, the daughter's growing up, maybe she can change the world.
Yeah.
like her mom tried, and her mom failed, and her dad failed, and that message overall should be corny, but I thought it landed really well, and I like that takeaway is like you show early 15 minutes, you get the backstory of the parents, and they're trying to save the world, but they're doing it in this like violent way, and they do it in this way that it just falls apart.
Yeah.
and it doesn't work clearly because you have Lockjaw coming back, still operating, right?
Sure.
And then you see the aftermath of those parents, but the parents are trying to pick up the pieces,
Yeah.
and form something that's feasible for their daughter. And then the movie ends on, we're sorry that we left you with this. Now, hope maybe you could do better than we did. And
Sure.
I just like that overall. It's like a family dynamic
Yeah.
with the whole movie just being a dad trying to save his daughter
Yeah.
movie, or a dad
It's
trying to
beautiful.
reconnect with his daughter movie is essentially the core of it.
Yeah, for sure. I thought it was beautiful. I definitely, walking out of the theater, I definitely took the more political route because I think that's the more like overt one. But the familiar stuff is awesome too. Sam, what do you take about like a message, family, politics? What else?
I don't know. It was kind of hard to get a message for me from this, right? One thing like I just mainly noticed at the end is that compared to her parents, right? At the end, it's shown that she's going to like a protest, right? Peacefully. She's not planning on like throwing a pipe bomb through a window or anything, right? She's going like out of town just to protest, and the dad's like, okay, be safe, and he's not like opposed to it, kind of like how he was with his wife / the mother, who was going out to still do all these things as she had like a kid, right? And he was very opposed to the whole dangerous like approach to it.
Funny that you mentioned that. I think another note that's funny is how they portrayed like Leo and the mom character are obviously like liberal, progressive. They're pushing and they're like deep on that side. But Leo grows up and he's struggling with like the they them and like the
Yeah.
non-binary, and like
So
he's like
good.
like so like out of touch, like out of just like out of his generation. And I think that should come off as like on the nose, like, oh, this generation doesn't know how to, but it's like, oh, like even though he used to be that, he still doesn't get it, and it's just
Yeah.
a funny note. I thought that was
So
a
good.
funny moment.
Yeah.
He's like, what's your name? Like, what do I call them? Like, is it he or her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's perfectly represented. Like, I thought it was so funny whenever he meets his daughter's friends, and then he's like, he's trying to be like all hip and cool, and then like he pulls him in, he's like, don't ever do anything to my daughter, like you know what I mean, scaring the kid. I thought he played that role so well.
Yeah.
All of like him in the house is gold. It's absolute gold.
Yeah, like I like how the movie is just like daughter feels lied to, doesn't know about her childhood, and relationship crumbles. They reunite in the end, but there are some like, I was thinking about this a lot. There are some weird layers to it because one, obviously he's not the dad, and that adds one weird layer. But then the next weird layer is I was trying to track the storyline of the daughter specifically because her character arc is that eventually she comes to terms with who her mom is. Like at the end, clearly she's like happy about and clearly would be open to meeting her mom.
Sure.
Like I felt like that's the emotional note. You don't get the note of like I'm disgusted. Don't even like. It
Like,
clearly was
yeah.
clearly was an optimistic note. But I'm like, where did that change happen? Because clearly the last thing that I remember is she was like,
She's a rat.
She's a rat. She's a rat.
Totally.
It was with what Lockjaw said. Lockjaw was like, don't talk about your mother like that. She was a warrior. And that's another like that's a weird. It's just a weird layer. Like I don't know how to
Very
navigate it, but I'm like that's just how it was laid out. Like. just very odd.
That is a good point.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
because I'm tracking it because there's a lot of stuff going on. So
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, where did that shift happen?
Because
like,
it would have been more convenient for the story for her to just believe her mom, like to not like her mom the whole time.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
And then it never changes.
Yeah, but and then like Lockjaw, and I hate Lockjaw with my guts. I hated he was her dad. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a devastating like kind of twist of the movie. But it's like Lockjaw's like, oh, I loved her. She was a warrior. She's a fine warrior, and it's like damn right, I guess. Like I don't know. Like
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
It's such a
really
it
like
comes
it's
from a
the
weird
movie's
place.
so twisted in terms of like the
really
family and the
is.
blood. Like it feels like not like a royal like Shakespearean way, but like kind of of like this like twisted family where the blood is mixed between the clans.
When sorry, let's talk about the whole Christmas Vacationer stuff.
Oh,
adventure.
the Christmas Adventures. Yeah,
Christmas
okay.
Adventure. The group of
Gloria Saint Nick.
politicians.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like
Sorry, I was blanking on the name, but that's what they're called.
yeah. Which by the way is like a weird funny name.
Okay, let's go down that route. Sure,
Yeah, like what did y'all think about them? And also, I like whenever they started talking about like oh yeah, the mixing of the races.
Oh
like,
yeah,
to keep
the
it
purity.
pure.
Yeah.
At first,
the
I like
way that he
cringed,
breeded,
but then I was
yeah.
like, oh wow, this is interesting. What did we think of them?
I love them leaning into that language, like the way
Yeah.
they talk about like it's like a disgusting like half breed or
Half
something
breed.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like about like Sean Penn's character, like he's trying to clean up his mess, all that stuff, like the purification, that language, really cool stuff.
Yeah.
And the way they talk about like even other people, like the way they talked about the hitman we were talking about earlier, they were like, yeah, he's one of those half breeds, but he's just very reliable, but I would not trust him like with a.
Yeah, that stuff is really funny, and now I'm just thinking about it now. It's like the secret society thing goes both ways. With like the French 75 are like kind of like at the bottom of the like where they're like the cockroaches squirming away from the authorities, and then all the way up to the top. That's like not the French 75, but that's their secret society where they have like their exclusive club. Like not everyone can get in. It's like it's funny that of those two sides of the coin just to watch that, because those are like you're watching the French 75 of the other side. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
And the language and the imagery and the way that all those like council meetings are presented,
Dude,
really funny
the
stuff.
tunnels, so cool.
Really funny.
So
that
well
table meeting
presented.
where they decide to assassinate or kill Sean Penn.
Yeah.
Great scene.
I love it when like it's the old white guy that like he doesn't
didn't
say a
talk.
word
Yeah.
the whole time. And he's like he says like make it pure,
Make
or
it clean,
something
yeah.
like
He
that.
locks
Yeah.
in. He's like, make it clean.
Yeah, because like there's like not a
interesting.
thought going on up there,
Yeah,
but he's
no.
sure about this, which is funny.
Yeah, it's it speaks to the whole like political themes of it. I thought like that was the part that I was worried about being too on the nose of like, okay, you got a group of like
A lot of
clearly
movies
like
do
white
that.
supremacists like just plotting, but it felt like so outlandish. But so did the other stuff, so it worked. In
It
my
definitely
opinion.
works tonally, yeah. Another like awesome scene is just the recruitment scene where he's like, we just have to make sure that you're clean. Like, have you ever had sex with a black woman? It's like, no, I would never. I would never.
I liked at the end. He was like, gentlemen, I have something to confess. I was
Oh yeah, Stephen D.
I was
that is great.
sexually assaulted backwards.
No, he was raped in reverse.
Yeah, well, I don't know if you want.
Raped in reverse is one of the best terms I've heard in the year.
And they were like, excuse me?
In reverse.
Reverse.
They like didn't understand.
Like as if the rape can only happen they can't comprehend that.
That
a man could be dominated. They could not comprehend that at the same time.
That's one of the funniest things I've seen in a long time.
You're saying that you were raped in reverse. Please explain how that happened.
Elaborate. Just,
Oh, you know what's even funnier was when later into the interview he was like, she saw my power. She wanted to take it.
she wanted my.
She wanted my strength, my power.
Oh, why would they do that?
Johnson is so good, dude. This
really
man
funny
is
stuff.
goated.
Like, get it up. Get it up. It's
Yeah.
like, just squeezing it. His boner comes up and
Crazy.
fills up the camera. Really good.
Spoilers!
That we should have done that a long
Oh,
time
yeah.
ago. We
Yeah.
missed that.
I called it
at the
earlier
very top.
vocally.
Okay,
So-
you did.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Can we
Good
talk
stuff.
about anything that you guys weren't vibing with or didn't like about this movie? Because personally, this is not a big issue. I didn't like the nun stuff.
Really?
Interesting one.
Yeah, I felt like it was just like weird.
I thought it made sense to me.
I think it makes sense too.
Sure, it makes sense. I didn't have an issue with it plot wise per se. I just
the
thought it was a
aesthetic of it
weird
going to the
choice,
nun.
and and I get why they did it. I thought it was kind of a weird choice and kind of random, but yeah,
I like it for multiple reasons. One, just the imagery of like church cross, and then like her figuring out her genealogy
Sure.
in front of the cross was like an interesting image.
it set up a perfect
And her
perfect
like on the
shot.
chair. Just,
Yeah, that like her tied down to that chair, like all those images are cool.
Yeah.
Secondly, I think like womanhood is also a big theme, like in this movie. Like woman, like what does it mean to be
A woman. Yeah.
or a mother? Because the fight that the mother is having internally, as far as like her having her purpose of the revolution, is that she doesn't want to be tied down to what society believes a woman should be.
Sure.
Like she's not only rejecting the politics of the time, but rejecting the politics of like
established like
societal roles.
Yeah.
Like that's that her character represents that rebellion.
Absolutely.
And so her being surrounded by like just that one scene of like the nun like smelling that off of her character, like all that
Yeah.
imagery is cool to me. Like
Sure.
in respect to those characters being nuns in that environment, I thought it was
Makes sense.
a cool image.
yeah.
And just also it being like a safe house, I thought it made sense.
That was
like
cool.
cool
But-
like, secret
yeah.
agent nuns.
you just didn't like it because
He hates nuns.
yeah.
He like hates black nuns.
Honestly, like, it's gonna sound like very bad, but I wonder if them being black like had to do with it. I don't know if I've ever seen a black nun.
I definitely haven't.
I have
Yeah,
friends that are black nuns.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Go outside, Elijah.
I don't know.
Wow, bro, where's a choker on his neck?
I don't know. It's just a weird
I
choice.
don't think if I've ever seen a redhead with a choker on.
That's actually crazy. That's such a crazy.
A redhead tradesman with a choker on.
That's such a crazy image. Is hearing this white dude in front of me talk about how he doesn't like black nuns while wearing a choker.
I did not.
You're
Say
racist
I didn't
fuck.
like him. I did not say
says
that.
he's never
Bro,
seen him.
bigoted.
Sorry for cussing.
Get this guy off the. Sorry, get this Nathan off the pod.
I did like how they reference like they're in the fields of something, right? When they're talking about when they go and ask the people around the nun area, they're like, oh yeah, did you see where the car went? And they reference because that really was the location of the ending that area. But was there anything else that y'all didn't like?
I really liked a lot of this movie. I guess just the mother's choices. Like I understand people aren't perfect, right? But just like I didn't like how she had a child with lockjaw. Didn't tell the father. I think Leonardo knew his character, right?
You think so?
I think
I don't think so.
You don't think
I
he knew?
he believes that that's his kid.
I think
I got that vibe too.
Yeah,
I don't
he
know.
definitely thinks it's his kid because when he's taking care of her in the beginning, it's like we have a family, like we're a family. This is our child, and when he says our child, and also he never found out that he had
he
had a
didn't.
relationship. Yeah,
but I just. Oh, you're right. He never found out that
No.
they have a relationship. But I just feel like if he did know, he just loved the mother that much.
I actually,
Like,
I think that the daughter doesn't even tell him either.
No, I doubt she would.
Yeah,
Because I feel like she loses a sight of like what established she has in her mind as her mother and her father. In the movie on the same day, she loses the sight of
She also says when she finds out, like she doesn't care what it says. Like I have a father, so I don't think she ever tells him, which is funny.
Yeah.
Which I will tell him.
I think like what are some of the shots that you guys think of when you think of this movie? For me, it's definitely the chapel nun
shot,
scene
yeah.
with the like
That's one of
so good.
probably my favorite set piece of the film. The shot that I think of though, it's during the chase scene and the camera's in front of the car and it's bobbing up and down, following the roads.
Great shot.
It felt like I was moving. Like that was I love
the
that.
chase
It was
scene is so
intense,
gassed.
intense, man.
I haven't seen a
Good chase.
ending scene like that in a long time.
Something that I love about that chase scene is that it's not particularly impressive in that like it's not a fancy chase scene. It's 3 cars out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
It's literally just 3 people walking like just in sequence.
Yeah.
But what's really impressive about it is like the geography of like the roads. Like I thought one of the coolest shots was where Leonardo's just out in the middle of nowhere and you feel lost. You could feel it. Like you're just out in the middle of nowhere and you see that black car in the distance. He's like, I got you. And I like how that shot is framed where it comes up in the corner and he's like, I got you. And he chases after like all that kind of staging and all that
Sure.
framing, that timing, really cool stuff. I love all that.
I totally agree, and it's like the power and the instant like you know who's in what car just by like the representation of their car.
They did that really well with sound too. Like they distinctly made Leo's like engine like really dumb sounding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
And
so
that like
cool.
really helped.
Yeah, and like if I remember right, you kind of see them going over the like on the horizon, going up and down because the hills are so bumpy. I thought it was so good.
Yeah, you're not confused for a second that whole time. It's
you
really good
completely
stuff.
understand. And that girl's so smart. They wrote her
Yeah,
her
stopping the
role
car.
so smart. Yeah, stopping the car and then like finding that spot to shoot
was
them.
brilliant.
Right?
The brilliant
so
stuff.
Good, so good stuff.
Love that.
Yeah.
I don't know if this would be a favorite shot, more like of a favorite scene. So we think Lockjaw's dead,
Yeah.
and then we just see over the hill
That's a good shot.
covered
yeah.
in covered in blood in his
Forgot about
face.
that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's me. Like, I like how that, like, it speaks to, like the cyclical nature of like it doesn't end, like one battle after another. Yeah.
One bad, yeah. When that happened, when that scene happened, my theater they like audibly like rolled their eyes. They're like, oh,
Really, I
Yeah.
love that.
yeah, I because it is funny because you definitely think he's dead, and like he's like, oh, he's back, like, oh,
But
crap.
I would rather have that. Like all the scenes that happen after were incredible.
Absolutely.
Good
And
stuff.
he's not even like trouble for them after that. He kind of just like is like doing the adventures thing.
Yeah.
So
the office scene is funny when they bring him into the office, smoke him out.
What about you?
Favorite
shot.
Favorite shot. Oh man, it could be a lot.
Not a frame, but also just like I mentioned this earlier, just the ducking through the hallways in Sensei's complex was cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would go with that if I had to say something. I would definitely go that. I'm trying to think. There's some stuff at the beginning of the movie that I really liked before, like while they're doing like the bomb stuff. I'm thinking like the bathroom scene where she's up.
Yeah, great
taking
shot.
Oh,
off the
the
vents,
vents.
and then
Yeah.
like, the stall opens,
And he walks in.
so mysterious, so cool.
Yeah, because it's a funny question because this movie, like, I'm more drawn to like when films have like still frames, but this movie is like it's just constantly on the move. Like this is
Yeah.
a motion movie. Like the camera's constantly on the move, constantly walking, constantly running. Because it's an on the run film. Just another funny shot though. I think the shot of Leo up against the wall with the phone, like when he's
Oh,
like
yeah, that's
panicking.
gas.
That where he's like the first time where they call him.
Okay.
And they're like, "What time is it?" And he like is just freaking out, not knowing.
I
and
love
then
that character.
I love the shot of Sensei giving him the gun and they're like bowing in front of each other.
So good.
Yeah, that whole scene was
Yeah.
really cool. And also, Sensei coming back was heroic. That was a great moment. I was like, let's go.
Yeah.
Because you think that, oh, it's like he's screwed.
Yeah.
And then the nurse is like, the restroom is back
Dude, that
there.
was so cool. Wait, and
Cool.
is that the last time that we see him?
No, we
Sensei?
see him.
Where
No.
do we see him?
Last time we
after
see him getting arrested dancing in the middle of the street.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the dancing.
Yeah.
The dancing was so
It was
gas.
funny, like, that was like a funny quote of the movie is like, how many have you had? I've had a few. It's like,
That actor is so good.
Yeah.
I'm trying to watch all the movies that he's in because I just freaking loved. Like, I don't know if I've loved a character that much in a movie in a long time.
we've mentioned some Lockjaw quotes from Christmas Adventure quotes. What other quotes do we like in this?
I feel like there's some really, really funny Leo quotes.
Yeah,
just
Leo
all
quotes.
over.
Yeah,
the
all,
place.
I think all just the him on the phone, like Leo on the phone in this movie, golden.
Specifically, whenever he's high in like the house.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly what he said, but he said some funny
So
stuff.
I like, come on, man! Like it's been 20 years, man. Like you gotta. I don't know what time it is, man. Come on.
I like the whole thing where the operator he doesn't allow him, and then
Yeah.
he gets the other guy on the line. He's
Yeah,
like,
it immediately gets in.
Yeah. He's
Tally. That's another good quote.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
no. Hey, man, trust me. You're gonna know the answer. You're gonna know the answer. What kind of pussy do I like?
"Sorry for cussing."
shaved Mexican. Bald.
Yeah. I like how he says
Bald
that-
Mexican.
No, he says that with so much. He's like, Mexican hairless.
Yeah,
He's
there
like,
you go.
yeah. He's like, hey, how's it going? Yeah.
so that's
That's Dijon, yeah.
yeah, which
That's my
I
boy.
did not pick up. I did not pick
Oh,
up.
that was okay.
Dijon, yeah, one of my favorite artists. That's
He
him.
has like 5 seconds of screen time. in
Yeah,
this.
he's like he's in a lot of the beginning and a lot in terms of like I noticed every time he was on screen, but that's like his one dialogue scene.
Except pointing at the screen when he.
Dijon. The memes.
Is
Once
he
upon a
one
time.
of
in Hollywood.
is he one of the people that's like running away a lot? Like where is he in the beginning? He's like
Oh, he's everywhere in the beginning. He's one of the people that like
The
whenever he
French
falls
75
apart,
stuff.
there's a scene where like he's looking and there's a shooting and he runs off to
okay.
the
I
distance.
totally saw that then.
Yeah.
Like when
Oh,
they're
yeah.
picking people off and everything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was like whenever they had the campfire and them showing them together, like, he was in all those, and also he was at the raid scene. Like he's like
Okay.
he has a gun and he's like moving through. But
How,
I mean,
how
yeah.
old is PTA? Not old, right?
I have to imagine he's at least in his 50s.
Okay.
I mean, he was a
I
90s
think it's
emergent
funny
director.
that he's like using these like modern artists
Yeah.
and like cultural things in
his
the
movies.
Yeah,
I was
it's cool though.
I was looking it up because I was confused. Just like that's really random. Like, why is Dijon in this movie?
In a
But
Paul Thomas
I was
Anderson
telling
movie.
Elijah like apparently like a lot of the French 75 were purposely casted as musicians.
Oh.
Like
That's
a
so
lot of
cool.
them are musicians, which is just a cool.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but
Yeah.
it's a cool note.
That's so cool.
Maybe just so that for the people that know all those musicians and artists, like it gives them like an extra edge, I guess.
Yeah.
In the
Of
movie?
like the
Okay.
like their recognizability, like it gives them an extra like it gives the audience a history with them, which is a cool choice
Yeah.
by PTA.
What PTA should I watch next?
What do you want?
He wants this movie, which is
give
none
me
of
the
them.
closest movie to this.
There is nothing close to this,
Uh-huh.
but I guess I would recommend you Boogie Nights next because that's like he has like other ones that I think are better, but are like
Boogie Nights.
slow and draining. But Boogie Nights is like that's fast and it moves.
That's a Paul Thomas Anderson movie.
yeah.
Okay.
And correct me if I'm wrong. Aren't we doing that soon?
Yeah, I thought
We
that was.
could do that next if y'all want.
I think we do that. Next
I thought
week.
that's what we were gonna do
Double
for
back-to-back
this
PPTA.
week,
Yeah.
but
Oh, did you watch it?
no, I was gonna.
Well, I suggested it so that y'all could have at least have one PTA under your belt.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
okay.
the movie that put him on the map. Boogie
Okay,
Nights.
Boogie Nights.
Yeah, I think
I'm down for that.
You know,
Is that cool?
actually, I'm gonna call it right now.
Okay.
I think Paul Thomas Anderson. I want to say could be your favorite director of all time,
Okay.
but that's like a risk because you're not. John C. Reilly is in these movies.
He what?
John C. Reilly,
He's in them?
he's in Boogie Nights and in Magnolia.
What?
Like he's got big roles in these.
Really?
Which is why, like, my relationship with John C. Reilly is probably a lot more different than yours because
Uh-huh.
yours is with Talladega Nights. John C. Reilly is a great actor. Like,
Oh,
he's
I believe
legit. Yeah. So, he is like the sidekick to Mark Wahlberg in Boogie Nights.
Okay.
You're gonna love it. So, yeah,
he's in Boogie Nights and what?
Magnolia, which
Okay,
is my
which is another
personal
PTA.
favorite
Okay.
PTA film.
Okay.
One concerning thing though is that you didn't like Babylon, and that's like literally just a Chazelle does a jazz version of PTA.
Okay. But I didn't like Babylon like 3 years ago.
Okay.
So like it could have changed.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
But okay, you did like
It's
the first
possible.
hour of Babylon.
I loved the
That's-
first hour of
that's just
Babylon.
PTA.
I just didn't like the last hour.
Uh-huh.
Like the dungeon stuff.
to be
was
fair,
not my
that was like consensus, I think.
thing. Okay.
But yeah, like Boogie Nights, you're gonna love John C.
Okay.
Reilly, very
Yeah.
funny, and it's a deep cast. Like these
Okay.
movies have insane casts.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Mark Wahlberg, Julianne Moore, Philip
This makes
Seymour
me
Hoffman.
excited.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he has potential to be your favorite director, to be honest. Because like Punch Drunk Love, that's a Adam Sandler rom com.
Wow. So he has potential over pre-Big Short Adam McKay.
I think so. Yeah, I'm looking at his trajectory.
Wow.
Yeah, and then like Phantom, like, yeah, I think you're gonna like him. I think
Okay.
you're gonna like him. Like, because with other directors, it's like okay, Nolan. Like, I think there are gonna be some movies where they're just like too confusing or too sci-fi.
Yeah.
Like you've heard of Tenet, right? You haven't seen it, but you've heard.
Yeah.
it.
And like I feel like it's like not my vibe.
like it might be too far into Nolan.
Yeah.
and like Anderson might be like not too feminine, but like too like twinky.
Yeah.
Too twinky.
I feel like I feel like when I like it branch out and explore more, I feel like Tarantino is gonna be like way
One
up
up
there
there?
for me. Yeah.
I could see that. Tarantino's up there for like. It's definitely he's a guy's director.
Okay.
It's just that his movies are also like really long and really dialogue heavy, as you
Okay.
could tell.
Yeah, yeah.
Like they're just all like super dialogue.
Because
Heavy.
I loved Inglorious Bastards.
Yeah.
I thought that was great. So I'm
Fine.
excited to see
Gordon
more of him. And
Ramsay.
I think like if this is, I know you said this is not a representation of PTA movies, but if he could make stuff like this, dude, I love stuff like
Maybe
this.
I'm just
So
putting
hopefully
too
it
much. And maybe I'm just putting too much weight on There Will Be Blood, because There Will Be Blood is like a really slow.
is. Gotcha.
Like even for me, I find it to be kind of slow.
Okay.
But other than that, like Boogie Nights moves. Magnolia moves,
Yeah.
like, especially his younger movies.
Yeah.
like it's just like, pff, like that. This thing is zipping.
Gotcha.
Very reminiscent of like Scorsese stuff, like Goodfellas. Like
Okay.
he's definitely in that
Yeah.
generation.
It's
so,
gonna be fun, dude.
Yeah, that's cool stuff.
Hyped. Yeah.
Yeah. It looks like we are out of time, guys. Thank y'all for talking to me.
was so fun.
with this movie.
Oh, Sam, just to close it out, what are you thinking for a rating for this movie?
Oh, for this movie?
Yeah.
I think I was talking to Seth about this. I think I gave it like a 3.5. Yeah.
A 7?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Sam?
That's a Sam 8 right there. For me, this is a 9.
A 9, yeah.
A 9.
Same.
As far as it becoming a 10, it has to age with me.
Yeah,
but it's
absolutely.
a perfect movie at 9.
Yeah, that's great. Same for me. It's a great film. I'm glad that we got to take a little break from our list of shame and did do a new release. Hopefully, we get some new like good releases.
Yeah.
Is there any coming up that we know?
I know sometime by the end of this year. Now you see me. Is,
No.
and then there's a ping pong one.
Yes.
Yeah?
Marty Supreme.
When is that? Soon, right?
Soon.
It has to be.
So
There's
are
like
you gonna
three
be all over
more
that?
months.
Yeah, of course.
Dude, we gotta go see that.
I want to hit
Let's
the
do that.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson, the Smashing Machine.
That one looks good.
Isn't it out already?
I think so. We gotta hit that.
Should go see that
I'm
at some
honestly
point.
down for that to be next episode, unless you want to hit Boogie Nights first.
No, I'm up for anything.
Okay, we'll talk about
You want to possibly do that? I'm
Okay.
up for
I think we do the new release maybe.
Smash Machine. Yeah,
'Cause
I've heard it's good.
it. Yeah. All right.
Sounds great.
Thank y'all for talking to me.
Mhm.
This was a good little pod that we did.
Yeah.
That was Goldfish.
Boys.
Especially without. Do I press the red button again?
To end it,
Oh, I think I did. I think I did already.
you can hit spacebar.